Yeah, what's going on, people? It's your boy B Miles once again coming to you live with another video. And up on this video right here, I'm actually going to come on the subject talking about President Obama's presidency and his legacy. And, for what I've seen over the last 8 years, President Obama's presidency has been nothing but two things, or what I've seen within the last 8 years. His presidency was nothing but a pacifier presidency for black people. Pretty much means the illusion of inclusion, like how Dr. Umar Johnson says all the time. And his presidency, in another sense, really shows how racist America really is, how it still really is, and how white supremacy pretty much went to a whole nother level, and pretty much, how a lot of people, swore up and down that racism was over, which I really think is a bunch of bullshit. But I'm going to start off talking about the illusion of inclusion of his presidency. President Obama's presidency, for what I've seen about the illusion of inclusion, one of the things that we got wrong as as black people in America, and mind you, even abroad around the world, was that, we thought, oh, because this man looked like us, that he was automatically going to be for us. And one of the things that we did not do while he was in office was to hold this man accountable. And we pretty much just voted for this man, all because he was black, or some people might say he's biracial. But looking at the color of his skin, looking at all that melanin, he's, he's black, or whatever you call him, Aboriginal, indigenous, whatever the case may be. But I'm gonna just say, simple context, he's a black man in America, and we automatically assumed that that we thought that he was just going to just do shit for black people. But at the same time, when I take a look at it, we didn't come together collectively, and we didn't put the money behind this man. You know what I'm saying? Because we just thought that by him being a Democrat, he being articulate, we thought that man was going to be our savior. Come to find out, he didn't save shit on our black asses, not at all. And we thought that he was going to be the second coming to Martin Luther King, or whatever the case may be, and we just thought that he was just going to just come up in there and just start, doing a lot of shit for black people. But come to find out, he did shit for the Latinos, he did shit for white women, he did shit, even for the LGBTQ community. And that's fucked up, because I'm talking about, you got a black wife and 2 black daughters, but you don't even speak to the needs of black people. You don't even start talking about situations and issues dealing with black people. I'm talking about, you come out of Chicago and look at the fucking conditions. And I do understand we can't just hold him accountable to where he got to do everything, because we got to do shit ourselves. But I'm talking about now, all of a sudden, that you about to leave office. Now you want to speak to the Black Lives Matter. Now you want to talk about, the police killings or what they doing to us. And at the same time, don't get me wrong, I'm glad that you're speaking out now, but at the same time, it's too little too late. And what I've been saying to people for the last couple years, President Obama was there to put black people asleep and the shit work. Because we got lulled to sleep, and we thought that we have arrived. We thought that we made it because we got a black man in office. So we automatically assume, or because white supremacy put a black face on it, that we thought that shit was going to be fine. We thought that we was going to go to a whole nother level. We thought we pretty much thought it was going to be progress. But pretty much, white supremacy said, you know what? Since you crying about racism all the time, we're going to put this Negro, in office just so you can do what? Shut the fuck up. Okay, you got a black president now, so racism doesn't exist anymore, which is bullshit. And now I'm going to talk about how much racist we really are. Every time we talk about racism in America, white people always want to say, well, you got a black president, racism doesn't exist. But why you tripping? You got a black president. That doesn't mean not a motherfucking thing. Why do I say that? Because under Obama, we have seen more racism, white supremacy, much more on the overt level, more than covert. Now, mind you, the covert shit, when it comes to systematic racism, is still there. But that's for another subject. But what I'm going to talk about, I'm talking about ever since Trayvon Martin got killed back in 2012, since y'all talked about the world was going in, I'm talking about ever since Trayvon Martin got killed, I'm talking about the police and white supremacy went to a whole nother level. That's when you start to see like killing at the killing with the police. I'm talking about Oscar Grant, Sandra Bland, Michael Brown, Freddie Gray. I'm talking about Rakia Boy. I'm talking about Walter Scott. I'm talking about 9 people down in Charleston, South Carolina got killed up in church. Being peaceful, praying to God, like how white America always says that we gotta be. And I'm talking about, I literally seen so much racism on the internet, which I think is a bunch of coward ass bullshit, because you behind a motherfucking computer screen, but when you say the bullshit to my fucking face, and I'm talking about you coming with so much racially coded rhetoric, you know what I mean? You coming with all this racially coded rhetoric. I'm talking about when they killing us, you literally want to justify the fucking behavior. He should, well, don't break the law, this won't happen to you. If he didn't resist arrest, well, you know him, he wouldn't have got killed. And I'm talking about under Obama, we've seen more blatant racism. And, you know, they talking about all this bullshit as post-racial society, but what post-racial society are we seeing? But at the same damn time, during his goddamn presidency, y'all said y'all said all kinds of racial shit up under his presidency. And to me, it doesn't make any daggone sense that y'all want to talk about, you know, racism, and it doesn't exist anymore. You want to sit there and lie to us and tell us that racism doesn't exist, when at the same damn time, you know, so many things that I have seen and I have saw from so many different people, not just on the internet, but just out and about. I'm talking about, especially since Donald Trump running for the presidency. Y'all motherfuckers, I'm talking about, y'all took it way back to the goddamn 50s and the 60s. I'm talking about y'all literally justifying the behavior by the Ku Klux Klan, and you got enough to tell me under Obama that racism doesn't exist, when y'all been saying all kinds of shit about this man while he was running for office. So, man, I can't even get the words out. That's so much it pisses me off. But white America, y'all gotta really take a long look in the mirror, and y'all gotta stop with the bullshit saying that it doesn't exist anymore. When ever since Obama got in office, realistically, you really want to see the black man in office any fucking way, because to y'all that was a sign that pretty much y'all ruling and dominating is pretty much up any fucking way. That's how y'all looked at it, because you really ain't want Obama in office any goddamn way. And even some of you white millennials, you just as racist as your own fucking your grandmothers and your grandfathers. So I don't want to hear anything. So for all the bullshit talking about President Obama, oh well, you got a black president, it doesn't exist. I literally have seen so much blatant racism. I'm talking about OVERT. I'm talking about you literally will justify the behavior of what the police are doing, but you want to talk about what about black on black crime all the fucking time. Well, look at the murders in Chicago, look at in Baltimore. But like I said again, 90% of the murders that's done in this country is done by white people killing white people. More y'all on welfare, and at the same time, more y'all do crime. But that's another subject. So when I sum up President Obama's legacy, it was nothing but a big ass pacifier for black people and for white supremacy to go to a whole nother fucking level. So I don't want to hear nothing about that. And y'all pretty much have exposed yourself even much more now that Donald Trump is in office. He literally speaking to the majority of white people in this country, and y'all got a really y'all got a nerve to even sit there and say that it doesn't exist. But every time we talk about racism, you always want to deflect the subject and talk about black on black crime. I don't want to hear none of that. So the black America, white America, his presidency has been nothing but bullshit. He's been nothing but a fucking failure. He hasn't done nothing for the masses of black people. He done shit more for white women, for Latinos and gays and everybody else. So his legacy, you know what I mean? Okay, yeah, we got a black president, highest office in the land. That's cool. But it was nothing but the illusion of inclusion. It was there to put black people to sleep and the shit work. You know what I mean? So now that we understand how politics work, we're not going to fall for the okie doke, even though some of y'all will. But it really show how much racist America really is. Because, America really is nothing but a code word for white people. So I'm not falling for the okie doke, and don't come to me with that racism doesn't exist anymore, because you really have shown your ass and shown your true fucking colors under Obama. So you can take it a letter alone, leave your little bullshit comments. They're going to troll this shit, but fuck you any daggone way. So this is my video. Peace.